can only say that she's an extraordinary young woman, and she's just beginning to do all sorts of even more extraordinary things. Alyssa-Rae.
Hello, and congratulations on your acceptance into St. John's Honors Program. 1 year ago, I sat at this dinner listening to a speech by then junior Alyssa-Rae, another very active member of the Honors Program. From her, I learned of many amazing opportunities granted by the Honors Program and St. John's as a whole. As I stand here in her position now, I want to inform you of all these things as I have now experienced them. I also want to share with you this advice, which I've learned above all in these experiences. From your time in college, what you learn, what you receive, what you come away with, is defined by your effort to seize the opportunities around you. Here at St. John's, and especially with the help of the Honors Program, these opportunities are abundant. In my year at St. John's, I was able to fill my schedule with courses which intellectually stimulated me. In high school, I took challenging courses and I did well in them, but as I entered college, I expected a certain level of difficulty and style of learning, which St. John's delivers. The most significant difference I found is in the way a class operates. Classes are usually more discussion-based, which fosters better ideas and better understanding, especially since I love to participate. Also, work outside of class is much more independent. There's more responsibility placed on me to complete my work and learn on my own terms. If I want to gain a total grasp of the subject matter, I have to figure out the best way to do that for myself, whether it's by highlighting and annotating while I read, or making an appointment to speak to a professor about the material. This college experience has taught me so much about personal responsibility, as well as bolstered my passion for learning. Among my non-honors courses were 2 challenging French courses, 2 interesting government courses which have given me a more in-depth look at political theory and its applications, and economics, a class I was able to take with the help of my freshman advisor simply because I wanted to take the class. My favorite classes, though, are definitely my honors courses. While all St. John's classes offer to you boundless opportunity to seize knowledge, honors courses always offer that something extra. The workload is only a bit larger, the curriculum gets a little more in-depth, but where the difference lies is in the classroom itself. My experience in honors classes has been filled with fascinating discussion and debate over topics ranging from the relevant, such as holes in Marxist theory in philosophy class, to the slightly off-topic, like whether or not Jersey Shore is racist or offensive in speech. The honors faculty is incredibly knowledgeable and willing to take learning to another level, as long as students are willing to engage. In these past 2 semesters, I've taken 2 English courses, which have taken my lifelong love for the subject and allowed it to blossom by offering intense analytical reading and discussion. I've also taken several cores, which have incidentally become some of my favorite classes. The core curriculum, especially when taken through the honors program, provides an interesting introduction to many topics which I've never studied before. In fact, in Honors Philosophy of the Human Person with Dr. Paul Gillenhammer, a core course, I discovered my passion for philosophy because the class made me reflect so much on how I approach life as a thinking individual. And in Discover New York last semester with Dr. Foreman, I was able to learn from and connect with this wonderful professor, a man whom I'm sure all of you will establish wonderful relationships with in your time here. As one who's lived nearby and visited the city all my life, DNY taught me the details of this beautiful treasure of a city which I barely knew the surface of. His walking tours through areas of the city which corresponded to the architecture and development and history we were learning in the classroom added an experiential supplement to lecture and discussion. Professor Lawrence Patilli, my honors speech professor, has even gone out of his way in the past few weeks to help me with the preparation of this speech. The faculty of any department is always willing to help you and guide you in anything you seek, as long as you come to them with a direction. I encourage you, even before you come here next fall, contact Dr. Panaccio and Dr. Foreman, contact your freshman advisor, contact the chairs of the departments you're interested in, and when you get your first semester schedule, contact those professors. Every professor I've had has said, we have office hours for a reason. Be that reason. The faculty here at St. John's is an ever-accommodating and invaluable source for getting more information, getting tips on how to better succeed, and learning how to get involved on campus. And there are numerous activities, events, and organizations in every possible area to engage you on campus. My experiences in the classroom are broadened by the clubs I participate in. I'm currently Secretary of Donovan Residence Hall Council, where I have the unique opportunity to build upon the enthusiasm so characteristic of St. John's students to create events and address matters within our living community. I'm also a member of the Great Books Discussion Group and St. John's Debate Society, both of which are tied very closely to the honors program. The Great Books Discussion Group gives each member the opportunity to lead a discussion based on a short story which illustrates one of the 7 deadly sins. This is a book club like I've never been part of before. Discussions are so interesting, even delving into more personal topics, such as observed examples of the sin in question, even in Facebook use. And I've made great connections with my fellow students and even several professors who are part of the club. The St. John's Debate Society is such a wonderful group that I've recently become a part of. Many members are involved with the rhetoric department and have become quite close to each other and to the fun and helpful advisors, Professors Steve Yano and Jamie Wright. Debate Society has participated in tournaments around the country, and as I learn more about debating and hone my skills, I anticipate debating in one next semester. As an Ascension community, there are also many, many service opportunities through which you're encouraged to impact your community. I was able to participate in a tutoring program at a nearby private high school for underprivileged youths last semester, which was a wonderful and powerful experience. I really felt like I and my fellow St. John students were providing a model, an example of what these students were hoping to achieve with their dreams of success in school. There are so many activities on campus besides these organizations, though. Last semester, besides the numerous fairs, farmers markets, and sporting events, I was able to attend a lecture given by Mitch Albom, author of such bestsellers as The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, Tuesdays with Maury, and most recently Have a Little Faith, which he came to speak to us about. He's one of my favorite authors, and I actually had the chance to meet him personally and speak to him about the start of his writing career here in Queens. Recently, I also attended the UN Student Leadership Conference on Disarmament through St. John's Multicultural Affairs, where I was encouraged to ask questions, approach panelists, network, and take initiatives to learn all I could about relevant issues. On a lighter side, last semester brought Maroon 5 to Carnesecca Arena, and they were great. There are also always fun contests, crafts, parties, and games on campus, even on the weekends. My experience in the honors program is further broadened by living in the honors housing on campus. Though on-campus life is an adjustment from home, if you walk through the door of Donovan Hall with an open mind and a willingness to cooperate with others, you will be rewarded. The honors living community has given me the chance to evolve and strengthen friendships with my classmates. The point of a learning community is to provide an expansion upon classroom learning into daily life, and the honors program certainly does this. As a learning and living community, many of us not only live together, we dine together, hang out together, and when we need someone to lean on, an entire honors network is right next door. It is not rare to walk into the honors lounge and see a group studying theology, laughing about a movie they watched last night, and then planning a weekend trip together to the city. We are a strong support system of hardworking students and caring friends who share a love for our books and each other. Dr. Foreman's Tea and Sympathy Hours on Thursday afternoons especially provide a time when students know they can meet up, play apples to apples, discuss classes and professors, and even vent concern over a coming job interview. The honors housing is distinguished by the brilliant attitudes of the honors students, which facilitates connections and friendships. My year in St. John's so far has been one of challenge, newfound passion, and a discovery of what college life should be. The honors program has put me where I am today, able to stand before you and assert that St. John's is a school like no other, which provides the opportunities which can lead to your success. In college, you are presented with options in every facet of your life, from what classes to take to what to eat for breakfast, or in the typical college student's life, whether or not to eat breakfast. And these decisions must be made by you. So in your decisions here at St. John's, I encourage and implore you, in the words of our guest speaker at the annual Women in Leadership Conference last month, to seek challenge. Challenge yourself to love your classes, make new friends, get involved, and get the most out of your college experience here at St. John's. The honors program has helped me immensely to do this, and I know it will benefit you in your time here as well. Thank you.